Hello friends, in this video we are going to see how we can extract individual digits from a number and how we can find the sum of all the digits. Fine, so let's get started. So first of all, we will take the input from keyboard using the input function and we'll give the user the message, let's say enter a number, and we will store the input, let's say in a variable called num. Fine. Now tell me one thing, what will be the data type of the variable num? We all know that when an input is taken using the input function, it is taken as a string, right? So the data type of the variable num will be string. Now how can we iterate over a string? We can do that simply by using a for loop. So let's write the code for that. For ch in num, or let's say for digit in num, we will simply say print the digit. Fine. So what will happen? Let's say if the number is 1, 2, 3, 4, so it will be accepted as a string, right? So it will be accepted as a string, and in the first iteration the value of digit will be 1. In the second iteration the value of digit will be 2. In the third iteration the value of digit will be 3, and in the fourth iteration it will be 4. Because when we iterate over a string, in each iteration the iterator variable is assigned the individual characters of the string. So if this is a string, then 1 is a character, 2 is a character, 3 is a character, and 4 is a character. So let's see that in action. Let's start debugging our code by pressing Ctrl plus F5. So you can see the debug pointer pointing to the first line. Fine. So if we press Ctrl plus F10 to move to the next line, it prompts us to enter a number, right? So let's enter the number 236. Let's press enter, and you can see it moves to the next line, and you can see a variable num getting created, and it is assigned a value 236, and you can see the type of the variable num is str. Remember, it is not an integer, rather the type of the variable num is str, because the return type of the input function is always a string. That's why the type of the variable num is a string. So we will start iteration over the string. Let's enter in the loop by pressing Ctrl plus F10. We enter the first iteration of the loop, and you can see the current value of the variable digit is 2. That is the first character in the string 236. So the current value of the iterator variable digit is 2. Now if we execute the next line, you can see the first character is printed in the console. Similarly, if we just enter the second iteration, and if we again execute this print statement, it will print the next character. In the third iteration, it will print the third character, that is 6. So that's how you can extract the individual digits of a number. But all these things, all these characters 2, 3, 6, these are nothing but a string of length 1. Remember, neither of them are actually digits, or neither of them are actually integers. They all are this 2, 3, 6. Each of these are getting printed as a string. So if someone asks you, let's first stop the current debugging session. Okay, so we have we have ended the current debugging session. Now let's say someone gives you a task of adding up all the digits of a number. Now tell me one thing, if you want to add 2 plus 3 plus 6, can you do that addition using strings? Obviously you can do that, but if you use plus operator with string, instead of giving 2 plus 3 plus 6, that is instead of giving 11, it will actually do string concatenation. Let's see what it does actually. So if we take the variable sum and assign an empty string to it, and in each iteration, let's say we add the digit with the current value of sum. Fine, we do sum equal to sum plus digit, and then let's omit this print statement, and then after coming out of the loop we print the sum. Fine. So what is our desired output? Our desired output is 2 plus 3 plus 6, that is 11, right? Let's see if that gives us 11 or not. Let's run the cell. Let's enter the number 236 again, and you can see it does not give us the output 11. Rather, it gives us the string 236 itself. Why is it happening? Let's see. So in each iteration, what is happening? Let's debug our code. Let's start the debugging session once again by pressing Ctrl+5, and we enter the number 236. So we move to the next line again. You can see the sum, a variable called sum is getting initialized with an empty string. So it is, as it is an empty string, so you are not seeing anything here. So if we enter the loop, sum equal to sum plus digit. Now look at this carefully. In the first iteration, what happened? The value of digit was added up with the current value of sum. Now what was the current value of sum? The current value of sum was an empty string. And what was the value of digit? The value of digit was 2. But both sum and digit were strings. So when we apply the plus operator on two strings, they simply combine those two strings. Fine. So that's why when you combine an empty string with the string 2, it creates, it results in a string 2, right? So that's what the current value of sum is, and you can see the type of sum is string. If we again add it up, so it becomes string 2 plus the current value of digit, that is string 3. So it becomes 23, and then if we again add it up, then it becomes 236. So what is basically happening? We are doing it like this: empty string plus string 2 plus string 3 plus string 6, right? We are doing it like this. That's why, that's why we are getting 236. So it is resulting in a string 236. But this is not what we want, right? We want to add the integer 2 with the integer 3 and with the integer 6. We want to perform the addition between these three integers. We don't want to perform the addition or concatenation between strings. So what we have to do? In each iteration, before adding up the digit, we have to convert it from string to integer like this, like with the help of typecasting. And instead of taking an empty string here, we will take an integer 0. So we'll initialize the sum to 0, and before performing the addition operation in each iteration, we'll convert the digit from string to integer. Now let's stop the current debugging session. Now if we again run our cell and enter the number 236, you can see now 11 is getting printed. Earlier this was happening, and now 2 plus 3 plus 6, this is happening. 2 plus 3 plus 6, so it gives us 11. Fine guys, so this is how you can extract the individual digits of a number, and also if you are asked to perform some addition or some other operation, you can do it like this with the help of typecasting. So friends, in this video we have seen one approach of extracting digits from a number and performing addition between them. in the next video we are going to see another approach of doing the same thing, and I would definitely recommend you to watch that video as well, because it will definitely help you to strengthen your foundation in loops. If you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when I'll upload more Python and data science related videos. And please don't forget to like and share my video so that it reaches a larger audience and they also get benefited from it. Thanks a lot for watching.